Hey squad, Jakus here. Today I'm going to be talking about an obscure Nintendo game called... hold on. 0 views. -3 dislikes. Am I irrelevant? No, this can't be. It's time to suit up and save my channel. To do that, I have to enter the Metaverse. Fortnite is an online video game and metaverse created by Epic Games, who are known for the Gears of War series and disliking fruit. The game is split up into 3 distinct modes: Save the World, the original co-op tower defense / shooter / survival game; Battle Royale, the free-to-play mode that took the world by storm; and Creative, a Minecraft and Garry's Mod-esque sandbox. The original Save the World mode began development in 2011 and eventually released in 2017. The game was immediately successful, hitting over 1 million players in just a week. However, no one could have predicted what success would come next. The Battle Royale mode was announced in September 2017. It was free to play and set to launch just 2 weeks later. This free-to-play model, the cartoony art style, and the easy-to-learn multiplayer gameplay made the Battle Royale mode extremely successful almost immediately. In just 3 months, the game had gone from 1 million to 30 million players. By June 2018, this number was 125 million, and by May 2020, it was over 350 million users. Basically, Fortnite is a worldwide cultural phenomenon. Artists were jumping on the game left and right, and collaborations are not uncommon. Fortnite has everyone. Your favourite fictional character has almost certainly been added already. You can fight as iconic characters like Doomslayer, Spider-Man, and Ariana Grande. So why don't people like the game? Well, let's go back to the start. Fortnite already existed before Battle Royale launched in September, but the release of Season 1 in October and the introduction of the item shop are direct contributions to the game's success. By the end of the season, the game had over 20 million players. Then Season 2 came around and introduced the Battle Pass, and this is where the game went from popular to mainstream, and the word floss was changed forever. In Season 3, the game hit what many players would now consider its golden age, a peak that it would never quite reach again. Season 4 was the beginning of collaborations and thus the start of the Metaverse, beginning with the Avengers Infinity War crossover on May 8th, 2018. Season 4 was also the beginning of the game's storyline, an overly complicated plot that will certainly still be going when you're in the grave. The end of the season included the first ever live event, where all players got to watch a rocket create a rift in the atmosphere live, something that would become a huge part of Fortnite and eventually other games like Destiny 2 and Call of Duty Warzone. The difference is that when Fortnite did these events, they were actually good. Fortnite was all over the world in summer 2018, and Epic Games capitalized on that by adding funny cartoon burgers to the real world. In fact, they went so far as to add a bold new location to Fortnite: California. This season also introduced a great big purple cube, who fans endearingly titled Kevin, marking the start of this game's obsession with abstract shapes. Fortnite hit a snag in Season 6 during the annual Halloween Fortnitemares event. Cube-awakened zombies were introduced, and to say that these were unpopular would be an understatement. But more importantly, this was when Epic put more resources into competitive play, enabling possibly the only thing scarier than a horde of zombies: people who are good at the game. Season 7 was even more controversial due to the inclusion of weaponized planes, the powerful Infinity Blade that many saw as overpowered and even won one player a real money tournament with ease, the Boombox, an item that easily shredded through player structures, and finally the return of the zombies, because everyone loved them the first time, right? More players than ever were jumping off the game. However, Creative Mode was introduced in this season, which many players expressed interest in and would eventually become an incredibly important part of the game's longevity, and a small virtual concert with Marshmello was held, which was pretty neat. Season 8 was more successful, due to the more balanced loot pool, varied map, and regular new items. The end of the season saw a live event destroy Tilted Towers, the most popular and well-known Fortnite location ever. This was also the first interactive live event where players got to vote on an item to return to the game, inevitably bringing back a long-lost fan favourite weapon. Season 9 was not very popular, due to the introduction of many random weapons and items that made the loot pool feel bloated by the end of the season. Season 9 also had the 2019 World Cup, a massive competitive event that cemented Fortnite as an esport, for better or for worse. The World Cup was promised to be an annual thing, which is why they did it once and then never again. This season also saw a crazy live event where a giant robot and a giant monster battled it out over a blue sphere. Big day for the blue sphere fans out there. Season X introduced an exciting new feature to Fortnite, being bad. Many see Season X as the lowest point in the game's history due to the overpowered brute mechs, messy map, and an even more bloated loot pool than Season 9. Old locations returned, which was good, but included strange gimmicks, such as one having zombies, again, and another allowing players to turn into objects. And then Fortnite ended. Okay, well, no, it didn't end. But a live event titled The End premiered, which saw the whole map being sucked into a vortex, leaving nothing but a black hole behind. And that was the game. Nothing. The worldwide 7-year-old community was devastated. But that all changed 2 days later, when Chapter 2 launched. Chapter 2 was not just a new season, it was a new everything. This update brought a brand new map with a totally new art style along with new mechanics like swimming. Yeah, you seriously couldn't swim for the first 2 years of this game. Fishing was also added to a battle royale game for some reason. Sure. Also boats. Seems the developers at Epic were really into water that day. Chapter 2 brought new interest to Fortnite that the game hadn't seen in a while and marks a turning point in the game's direction. They added Ninja as an in-game outfit, solidifying the game as a 10 out of 10 for anyone who rates video games based off of if they can play as Fortnite Ninja in them. Amidst a global outbreak of chickenpox in early 2020, Fortnite still brought the content. Ish. Yeah, there were 2 seasons that both lasted 5 months each, and content was dry. Still, Epic released more content during this time than Mario Tennis Aces got during its entire lifespan, so it's hard to say that this era wasn't good. In fact, they were making big moves during this time. Chapter 2 Season 2 had a full-on virtual experience with Travis Scott, whereas Mello got a stage the year prior, Travis got an entire planet. Not a lot happened during Chapter 2 Season 3. Well, except for capitalism. Yes, in August 2020, Epic Games launched the weirdest campaign you will ever see. 1980 Fortnite. Weaponizing the 10-year-olds, Epic took both Apple and Google to court over anti-competitive practices and launched the hashtag Free Fortnite movement. Silly Epic, don't you know the game is already free? Epic lost, by the way. In Chapter 2 Season 4, Epic seemingly forgot they were developing Fortnite and not Marvel's Avengers and made the entire season Marvel themed. This season saw popular Marvel icons like Iron Man, Thor, and Wolverine join the game, bringing in millions of new players and being the only advertisement more obvious than a YouTube sponsorship. In Chapter 2 Season 5, more video game characters than ever entered the game. The season featured the game's main protagonist, Agent Jones, recruiting hunters from different realities. This includes characters from The Mandalorian, God of War, Halo, The Walking Dead, Street Fighter, and much more. Chapter 2 Season 6 launched with the Zero Crisis solo event, the first of its kind, featuring all of those collab characters from the previous season. And this season just continued to expand the already insane roster of characters, including Lara Croft, the Teen Titans, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, and even real-world footballer Neymar Jr. During Season 6, the first of 3 major crossover comics was produced: Batman Fortnite, 0 Point. This series saw a variety of Batman characters battle it out on the Fortnite map and revealed more details about the story, including what the Storm is. Chapter 2 Season 7 was heralded as an improvement over the last few seasons, with an exciting story involving aliens and the return of that Kevin cube from 2018. Epic continued to splash out on licenses, bringing Rick and Morty, Superman, various Marvel characters, Will Smith, and even LeBron James into the game. Oh, and Ariana Grande held a record-shattering concert tour in the game with songs from Wolfmother, Sia, Juice WRLD, and more. And English pop group Easy Life had a small concert in creative mode. While Marshmello got a stage and Travis Scott got a planet, wow, Ariana Grande got the entire galaxy. There was some controversy after Epic announced Imposters, which was basically a dollar store Among Us in Fortnite. The Among Us developers weren't too pleased, and the wider gaming community took the opportunity to kick Fortnite while it was down. Still, they bounced back and the devs made up, even collaborating to bring Among Us characters into Fortnite a year later. Chapter 2 Season 8 saw the full return of the cubes, and is probably the last time Fortnite dared to be fun. You know the deal by now. IPs ranging from Resident Evil to Naruto entered the game, and creative maps built by fans that partnered with brands really started to kick off, including huge franchises like Doctor Who. And then the game ended. Again. Except it didn't. Again. Chapter 3 launched at the end of 2021. A fresh start for the game, it once again brought a brand new map and refreshed all the items the player can use. And I think it was alright. Yeah, a lot of people love Chapter 3. Not me though, I'm a contrarian. It feels like it did everything Chapter 2 did, but slightly worse. The map, the weapons, the events, it just didn't hit for me. We did get this cute fellow though. Chapter 3 Season 2 brought a big war between the game's main two factions, the oppressive Imagined Order and the Resisting Seven. It all came to a head in the Collision live event, and it was after this that the storyline completely fell apart. Without the two main factions warring, it just seems that the writers didn't know what to do to keep the story going. Chapter 3 Season 3 was bad. Chapter 3 Season 4 was nicknamed Paradise, but it was anything but. This was a strange time for Fortnite, where there was seemingly far more work put into the collaborations than anything else. Still, it would pay off for Epic, as their very own Metaverse was only expanding, with Chapter 3's additions including Assassin's Creed, Dragon Ball Super, and even Spider-Man. And then Fortnite ended. Again. In a turn of events that shocked approximately 0 people, Fortnite once again rebooted itself with Chapter 4 after just 1 year. Chapter 4 Season 1 was actually pretty fun. The new map is certainly the most controversial yet, but most players agree that it has at least a few solid locations to visit, and it brought a brand new art style to the game for the first time in 3 years. Chapter 4 Season 2 brought a huge cyber city into the game world, which was pretty radical. It also brought Anakin from Star Wars and Miles Morales from the Spider-Verse because Epic Games likes money. No, but the big thing this season was the launch of the Unreal Editor for Fortnite, or Creative 2.0. UEFN opens up the full Unreal Engine toolset used by Epic Games themselves to creators, so anyone can make and publish their own games within Fortnite. UEFN is a game changer, offering an expansive and robust platform to aspiring creators where anyone can bring their visions to life. The Unreal Editor for Fortnite will go down as one of the most important updates in the game's history, as it provides an incredible toolkit for anyone to unlock their creative potential, resulting in the future of Fortnite Creative looking brighter than ever. However, as a result of Creative and UEFN, Fortnite looks like this now. Chapter 4 Season 3 added 2 exciting additions, Mud and Optimus Prime, for some reason. Well, that's the point we're at now, but Fortnite is always changing, so who knows what it will look like in a year or two, or even a month at this rate. It's pretty awesome to see how far this game has come. Sure, not everyone is happy with the state of the game, as the skill gap is very high now, and many wish they could return to the good old days of OG Fortnite. But it's safe to say that wherever Fortnite goes next, the direction it goes in will always inevitably be up. Well, I made it. I manipulated the metaverse and I saved my channel. Now, let's check my latest video. Oh, come on!